I go by XaemonHavoc on YouTube, XAemonX on Twitch and Twitter. We've recently been doing a couple of different fun, unique games that are unlike anything we've played before. We just did a couple of Star Trucker runs. We actually almost beat the story. I think for Star Trucker it'll be a little bit longer, and then we'll actually have that game completed completely. So that's interesting. We also recently played Gotham Knights just like a couple of days ago. Had a little bit of fun with that. It was worse than I thought it was going to be in some ways, but also better than I thought it was going to be in some ways. So I'm actually excited to see what the other games have in store, and if we come back to Gotham Knights, we might, but I have to get through some of these other games too before I do too much more of Gotham Knights. So I played Gotham Knights, and then I streamed it, and then like slept for like a day, and then came back and went to kind of do some prep work in Gotham Knights. I wanted to clear out the whole city. I wanted to do all the missions that I could in the city before I did any of the other story missions, which it turns out what I thought were story missions were actually just side quests to fight other bosses. So like Mr. Freeze and Harley Quinn, the stuff we were pursuing isn't actually what we're supposed to be doing. In order to progress the story, we have to actually go after Penguin's storyline. But didn't know that, so I spent a little bit more time with it, got a little bit more affiliated with it, and it was all right, not too bad. I honestly think it's a little bit better having played a bit more off stream, and looking at the different characters. I did switch over to the different characters, check out all their costumes, and have a look at their abilities. I did not actually play as the characters, because that's like, if we play Gotham Knights again, that's something that I would like to do then. But before I was able to do that, I turned my Xbox on, and I noticed something strange. It went to a black screen. Like, I thought I saw it like load up out of the corner of my eye. Like, I thought I saw the Xbox logo as it loaded up. And guess what? It got into this weird boot loop almost, where it would like load up and then be on a black screen, but you couldn't do anything on the black screen. So the most recent update that they just did, I was in the Alpha Skip Ahead program for the Xbox Series S, and one of the things that it did was update notifications for like if you have a game on your wish list go on sale. And I unplugged the Xbox, turned it back on, and it did the same thing. And then I saw the wishlist notification show up. So even though it was a black screen and I couldn't access anything, it was like, hold down the Xbox button. I ran over to the controller and hurried up and held down the Xbox button, and it brought me into the Microsoft store to show me my wish list, and I was able to access the Xbox again. So long story short, I had to wipe the Xbox Series S and get a fresh download. I had to get out of the Alpha Insider program because it was just doing the same thing over and over. So Xbox employees that are obviously paying attention to my streams, you're on notice. I'll let you know, okay? But like I said, I just opted out of the program, got a new recent save. That's why the background is like an old background I had. So since then, off stream, I've been playing a little bit of Valheim today, and that's because most of the time I like load these games up, and then all we ever see me do for the games leaving Game Pass is right at the very beginning of the games, and I feel like that doesn't usually give them enough credit. or you know, like show them off as much as I would like. So this time I preemptively went through and did the character creator. It was pretty good. If you want to make a Nordic dude in Valhalla, then this game is for you. So I would, right off the top, just to let everybody know, it's very similar to like the old Minecraft style survival, 7 Days to Die. Most recently we played Stranded Deep. It's kind of similar to that as well. Heck, even a bit of Stardew Valley almost. So what I will say is I thought that this was going to be like super intense and difficult, and so far in the first place that I'm at, yeah, I died a couple times, but like the like the penalty for death isn't that harsh. And the reasons why I died were, one, I had just started and then an enemy came after me, and I had aggroed a boar at the same time, so I got killed by both of those. So like I was double teamed and all I had was my fists because I hadn't figured out that you craft things yet in this game. So like I died then, and then later on I didn't die to I have not died to an enemy since then. I just want to point that out. I have not died like the running around the world. The other reason why I died after I got a little bit hang of the game was I was chopping a log, and it was a real big log to get some wood. It was like I felled a tree, and then I was splitting the tree in half, and when I chopped it in half, it rolled towards me, and I actually jumped over the tree and didn't take damage. And then for some reason, like, it very slowly rolled backwards a tiny bit, and then I instantly died. So like I guess a tree slowly rolled over me. It crushed my pinky toe, and then I bled out. But that's it. So what I want to say is, honestly, Valheim is not too bad, like as far as difficulty goes. Now I'm playing on, I want to say, like normal mode, but I've already went ahead and like set up a little camp. I've got a nice house that I spent a couple hours like crafting, you know, a little bit earlier today. Like I said, it's a little unusual that I played the game before the Games Leaving Game Pass stream, but I wanted to get a little bit knocked out and be more familiar with it before we started. So hope y'all enjoy it. We're gonna go ahead and start the game. Valheim is, let's see what the price is. I think it was like $20. So Valheim is normally $19.99. Right now it's $15.99 with Game Pass. I don't believe there's any add-ons or anything like that. It says the game is still in open, like in preview, but I want to say that this game's been out for a few years now. Yeah, 2022. Well, about fall of 2022. So pretty much 2 years. Reading light. Lightfoot life. Timber! Chopped a big tree down and it landed on me and killed me. Absolutely amazing game. 11 out of 10. Yeah, I just... That's hilarious. Same exact thing. Alright, well, that's 5 stars. Watch out for trees. So, let's get to it. But, I think that I've rested up, I've explored the area right where you spawn, and now we're going to try and fight the first boss. And I want to at least, I got to that point and I was like, look, I really need to like turn the stream on and stream at least this first boss fight. And like, if I don't get anything else for Valheim, for GLGP for September to October, then we'll at least have that much. All right. Okay, so his character. So, you have a few basic skills. You can run, you jump, your skills level up, kind of like Skyrim. If you have a hoe, you can level out the land here, possibly even farm in the future. I'm not sure. You can swim in the water and level up your swim. Like I was saying, just like Skyrim, you can also jump. Actually, a little more on the lines of like Morrowind jumping there. You get in the water and you get wet, that actually slows your stamina regeneration. So like you'll want to hop next to a fire or something. As you can see, that lowers your wet time. When you're in a shelter, you get more well rested. I don't know if that has anything to do with experience or what, but first thing you need to do is craft yourself a workbench. Like get a hammer and then craft yourself a workbench, and then you got to build a little cubby hole around your workbench so you can use it. See, I kept using it. There's like a build mechanic that you can use to do like housing and stuff, but it's not the same thing as using the workbench. So it tells you to build a workbench, and the workbench allows you to build inside of build mode, but that is not the same thing as walking up and using the workbench, and that took me probably like 2 hours before I figured that out. So just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah. You can put a little cooker over your fire pit, and that is pretty useful for making food. The food actually gives you a pretty healthy, pretty big health buff, and increases your stamina. So like it's something to go ahead and do if you have the chance. I'm not used to the spear just yet. I recently crafted it and upgraded it, which is really nice the way that the upgrade system works so far. Don't know if it's going to get worse. So, like I said, I'm a little unaffiliated with the spear. This tree right here killed me. This is the actual spawn point in the game. I didn't venture very far at all. Look, this'll. So we're going to have to fight Eikthyr. You can see this creepy little bastard sneaking up on us. His antlers. Excuse me, Grayling. His antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder. His voice a howling gale. So I'm assuming it's gonna be a big old deer or something. This whole concept is that you're stuck in like a purgatory Valhalla, and I guess you need to defeat enemies, and depending on which ones you defeat will open up more areas. Trophy hook, attach item. I actually don't know what that has to deal with. I guess if you like beat the enemies, you get a trophy, and then you can come and hook the trophy on here. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure. So we got 9 minutes to head towards there before my food wears off, but I'll probably preemptively go ahead and use another one. These things are called necks. They're kind of like mirelurks. They sometimes drop a tail, and I really recommend taking them to the campfire and cooking them, because they're like a pretty cost-effective efficiency as far as getting health boosts and everything. So yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the least stressful survival games I've ever played. Survival crafting, it really feels like Power World and Craftopia, but like even more chill than that. I don't know. I really only used the resin for a few things, and now I'm like not too worried about it. We were really, really close to this monster, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe go into sync mode. Oh, here's another door. Here's a... It's 15 and 15, 25 and 8. I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, y'all, wish me luck. Look, there's a rune. Okay, the bird is actually the first person that I came across, and he kind of taught me or told me this to altar offer item. You found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at their altar and they will come. Beware though, Forsaken are not easy prey, so craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. I did do that. Hunt his kin. And it has a sign of, has a deer sign. Shit, okay, well I'm not really ready to do that. Deer are... I haven't killed a deer yet. What if I bring in the boar trophy? Because I have like 2 boar trophies from killing boar. I actually haven't tried to kill any deer because I wanted to make sure I didn't preemptively anger. Wow, that was pretty easy. Deer trophy, deer hide, leather tunic, leather trousers, leather helmet. So I can probably need to craft some more defensive stuff first, but I don't think it's gonna be like that as hard as they're making it out to be, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. That was convenient that we were able to find a deer just like that. I'm getting a little scared that it's getting dark though, because the game is pretty spooky at dark. I need 2 trophies. 2 deer trophy. Well, I thought we were getting off easy here, y'all, but looks like we're gonna have to do a bit more work hunting down deer. There's one. I think you're meant to use a bow and arrow for the deer, but I feel like the deer is definitely getting away. There we go. Another deer trophy. Okay, perfect. This is it. We know everything. Oh man. This is insane. That was a big hit. I might die. Uh-oh. Trying to heal. Can't heal though. Shucks. Okay, we're at 1 health. I don't know how to heal. Nothing has healed me. Yeah, man, that sucks. Hey, I'm getting warmer. Okay, so bow and arrow it is. Spear did not work for us. Also, it turned out my fire. RIPs in chat, thanks. Good thing the thing isn't like coming for me. You know? Like fucking like run over and destroy my house. What if it did? That'd be terrible. And just like constantly getting murdered over and over. Alright, crude bow. I need 8 leather scraps. Ooh. I think I do have a couple of feathers, so I could possibly make the flint head arrows as well. Well, I'm gonna drop this stuff off just to make sure I'm not walking into a trap. I'm gonna bring an axe just in case. I'm betting it probably like de-summoned it, but just in case, you may need to like slow our roll and then like crouch when we get close. Oh my god, it is there. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Okay. We gotta run to our I gotta run to my body. There's my dead body. The one good thing is his health hasn't actually recovered, so. I actually dodged that. Okay. That's what it is, left trigger and B. Didn't dodge that. Oh man. Yikes. Okay. Gods are merciful. Thanks, gods. Appreciate that. This is fun. I didn't expect this. This is actually pretty cool. Should have a death marker on here. Oh no, he's still here. He's right there. Okay, I gotta go get my stuff. Is it smart enough to chase after me, or? Yes, yes it is! Oh, fuck. I'm trying. Oh shit. It's acting like he doesn't want to screw around over here. Thank goodness the gods are so merciful. Yeah, these boss fights are pretty intense. I was not ready. So I really need to... I think what I'm gonna have to do is... I really don't know, if I'm being honest. So I need a bunch of leather to be able to craft a crude bow. And I just don't have enough. Stuff in case I die again. Whew. Got him down to like a third of the health. Alright, we're doing it slowly but surely. Oh, I did not say the guns were merciful that time. I wonder if I lost some skills or something. They're like, alright, you should know better. Oh, no. Let's say, does it know where my house is? Can maybe lure him over here and get the wasp to kill him. Look, it's me. I'm dead. Okay, so I gotta go fast. X, X, X. Have like some type of like weird respawn buff. This is it. You're dead. Or I'm dead. One of us is dying. Yeah, we did it. is one dead deer. I could hear the deer god. I wonder what we'll get for killing the deer. Yeah, warrior. Oh god. What does the bird have to say? Wiggin says, return to the sacrificial stones with your forsaken trophy and offer it as a sacrifice to make the gods smile upon you. It's probably pretty significant. I bet it's gonna be like a temporary buff or something, so. Ooh. Man. That was rough. We actually don't have as much leather as I thought. Cleaned hide from a deer. Ike Theater trophy. You know, if I just kept it and put it in my house. Well, we're able. I didn't realize it was gonna be so intense. It's very fun though. Well, your ability to run and jump is improved. Run stamina usage minus 60, jump stamina usage minus 60. Nice. Activate power. Yeah, for sure. Oh, fuck. Spooky. Okay. You've been granted the power of Icthere. Use it in times of need. Your next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the lands, and uncover their lost treasures, resources. The Elder awaits. Which one's the Elder? This? Father noble and proud, he soared through skies of fire. Madness ordered its shroud and warped his heart's desire. That is probably a smaller one. First of the forest, king in the wood, lord over those who dwell at his feet. His roots will grow where cities once stood. Their blood is wine, their flesh is meat. Oh, okay. Guess everything just sucks. Well, so far, like I was saying, I was like, man, this is actually one of the easiest games I've played. But that was pretty hard. If I didn't kind of have a bit of experience with, like, honestly, Dark Souls is the way that the drops worked, as you had to like run and pick it up. Luckily it auto-equipped my weapons and stuff from where I had them in my inventory before. Only need to get rested. Now I'm gonna go ahead and call it for Valheim. Is there anything else that anybody would like to see tonight of the Game Pass games? Because I may save the other ones until closer to the actual date. Like I got Ace Attorney, My Time at Porsche, Let's Build a Zoo, Paw Patrol Grand Prix, and Loop Hero. Which Porsche and Gotham Knights would both be like pretty decent fun. But I don't really think I want to do too much more tonight, if I'm being honest. I might like just go ahead and call it. Get some good sleep.